just kicked off.
I'm excited.
Tell Kelly back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me pull up. Ask you what you laughing at. Represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life. All we do is win. You riding to what? Cause we riding tonight. Now she riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Indiana Pacers are ready to go. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And I think for Toronto, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can't. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's George in at the 3 spot. On defense, Indiana. It's a 3-point game. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Now here is Lowry. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
And George gets it to go. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. DeRozan against Ellis. It's DeRozan with the drive. Hill pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hill's got his second basket.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Pass to Carroll. Lowry dishes to Howard. And Patterson kicks to Howard. Tipped away. Paul George with the steal. Hill passes to George. George double team. Hill has the open look. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Outside, George. Hill left side. Ellis on top. DeRozan defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ellis kicks to Hill. For Indiana, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
He hits the second from the line. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The drive by Lowry. And Howard with the stuff.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here's George. 26 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
George with the ball. Carroll covering. Clock at 4. Deep 2 from Hill. That one off the back iron and out. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard.
Oh, wow.
DeRozan!
Beautiful jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Yeah, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Stolen by Ellis. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the jam by Ross.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
And guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good for Mahinmi. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Chalmers in for George Hill. And Joseph kicks to Scola. Fast break, here they come. Here's Stuckey, throws down the breakaway jam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Powell inside. He's guarded by Stuckey. Scola, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Pacers leading by 4. Stuckey with it. Here's Chalmers. It's back to Hill. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Hill's got his first 2 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And Miles kicks to Chalmers. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment to check out Bismack Biyombo here. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. First in rebounding, first in block. And how about about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Biyombo. Damari Carroll comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey into the lane. To the middle. Tries from 10. The second effort. And there's the nice layup by Hill. Hill's got his second bucket of the game to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Stuckey into the lane. Out to the wing. Here's Miles. The shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. They never figured out how to attack the defense in that. That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. DeRozan dishes to Howard. Back to DeRozan. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist from DeRozan.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Chalmers passes to Stuckey. And it's blocked by DeRozan. Down low. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need.
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to...
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Damari Carroll is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Plumlee, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And DeRozan kicks to Carroll. Here's Howard. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Outside for Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Patterson can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's George missing.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
It's Howard with the drive. He kicks to Patterson. Ellis against DeRozan. Back to Patterson. Howard dishes to Carroll. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Plumlee with the steal. Ellis against Patterson. Ellis can't get it to go. Toronto trailing. The feed to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. The pass to Patterson. The drive by Lowry. Changes up. Patterson, that's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Hill passes to George. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Howard, great pass to set up the lay-in. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Hill kicks to Plumlee. And sent back by Howard. Right wing. Here's Patterson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strip to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Howard. Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Ross dishes to Joseph. Pass to Ross. He feeds it to Biyombo. And he dunks it down.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
You know, he just looked like every other coach.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside
Pummeled
position.
in there. So you got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
The Raptors making a switch here. Scola's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That's good.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Raptors leading by 5. Now Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Biyombo, the pass to Ross. Scola with the clean look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Feeds to Chalmers. And Plumlee kicks to Hill. Nails the baby hook. Hill's got 6. Here's Joseph. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Powell dishes to Joseph. Powell, the pass to Biyombo. Kicks to Powell. Excellent D there from Hill.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points in the game for Stuckey.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Biombo. Damari Carroll comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. Pick up by Hill. Stuckey tries inside. Dishes it to Boozer.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
Boozer hits them both. Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Lowry kicks to Ross. The three. Pacers with the rebound. And Stuckey gets it to go on the assist from Miles. And that's 13 points in the game for Stuckey.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Raptors lead by 1.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
Here is Miles. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Hill, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
Powell, that's good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Stuckey. Outside for Miles. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors leading by 4. Patterson with it. Boozer picks him up. Ross kicks to Carroll. Now the dish to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today. He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Rodney Stuckey. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times, he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biombo is checked in for Patterson. Scola comes in for Damari Carroll. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Mario Chalmers. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Powell kicks to Biombo. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. And George, here we go, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. George has got his second bucket of the night. Joseph dishes to Biombo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And so it's a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted. That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Without question, Rodney Stuckey displaying his skills today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Hill. Then it's George Hill, Then it's Ellis, and it's Mahinmi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's DeRozan with the drive. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. DeRozan's got 6 points. Pacers trail by 3. Hill with it. Picked up by Joseph. Kicks it out to Ellis. It's George on the wing. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 5 assists in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's DeRozan, and it's good. Few contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. Damari Carroll's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Lowry kicks to Patterson. Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Ellis. Indiana trailing here. Hill passes to Hill. Looking for George. He gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And one thing about DeMar DeRozan, such sweet mid-range jump shooting accuracy. It was his bread and butter in college, and Greg, the same here in the pros.
And he gets tremendous lift going up, really squares himself to the rim and releases it quickly. Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Clock at 4. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
Good try.
in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill. And 11 points for Hill. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Passes it to Howard. Back to Lowry. And Patterson kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Lowry. Patterson, the screen. And it's Lowry penetrating. It's deflected. Out to DeRozan. Outside Hill. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And let's take this chance to check out the NBA steal leaders. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. 4th, Kyle Lowry.
You know, guys like him, Kevin, never give up on a play. I mean, they've got active hands on defense, but they're always moving, looking to make a play and be in the middle of things.
Here's Howard, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, he looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, man. His body betrays him.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-double. But that was in only 41 games, so the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year, Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
And the Raptors miss again.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 6 assists here tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
DeRozan against Hill. And finished off by DeRozan.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball
Both
around.
teams will make substitutions.
Rotate.
For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That one misses. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Chalmers dishes to Hill. Here's Plumlee. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegian. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now here's Stuckey. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Plumlee. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Down low for the lead. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Joseph. He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
The Pacers' shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Stuckey passes to Plumlee. He kicks it to Chalmers. Indiana moving it around. Now Miles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Pacers lead by 2. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Ross kicks to Powell. Here's Biyombo, and it's sent back by Hill. To the middle. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Hill. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Stuckey's got the ball. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. 56 seconds left in the third. And Plumlee kicks to Miles. On its way from Stuckey for 2. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third.
Toronto with the timeout.
And the Raptors call.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at
a way to make him work harder for his point.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
It's Howard with the drive, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Stuckey with it. Lowry picks him up. Outside for Miles. And the three off target. Raptors trail by 4. Howard up on top. Back to Lowry. Here's Patterson.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
I want everyone here in the air cannon center to give it up and cheer on your
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat.
Hey.
Here is Chalmers. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patrick Patterson is out there with DeMar Carroll. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the pace. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Howard with this screen on Chalmers. Lowry loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
To the right side. Chalmers against Lowry. Out to Stuckey. In the corner, Miles with it. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Powell, he's jacked in for DeMar DeRozan. Powell kicks to Howard. Lowry drives in, and it's sent back by Plumlee. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Stuckey outside. And the pass to Miles. Got a piece of it. Here's Powell. That evens the score.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
There's the feed to Miles. Hill a screen on Carroll. Miles dishes to Hill. And it's blocked. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry against Stuckey. And it's Lowry penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Now the Pacers moving it up. Chalmers with the ball.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Powell. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wasted no time on that one. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Lowry. Out to the right wing. Carroll, no one around him. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
For 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Timeout called the Pacers.
We need to be more physical on the offensive end. Let's crash the glass, but be smart.
Oh, the effort out there on the floor.
Fast.
These timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He told us, guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Right side Lowry. It's stolen by Hill. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Ellis has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Lowry against Hill. Outside Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Biamba. He got right to the cup using that screen.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
George against Ross. It's Biombo with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there. It made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And finished off by DeRozan.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Hill against Lowry. Ross on the wing. Here's the three. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Ross has got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
George against Ross. Now here is George. Guarded closely. And he banks in the layup. George has got 9 points now in just the second half. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Solomon Hill. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Howard's checked in for Toronto. Damari Carroll comes in for Ross. Now here's Howard. And that one is hammered home.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take, no chance slam by the big fella.
Hill passes to George. George missing again.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
You could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
3 points, 4.
Hey.
So it's the Pacers now, trailing by 10. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Plumlee is checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Ellis right side. Pass to George. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. The drive by Ellis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Raptors ball.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Carroll kicks to Powell. Toronto working the ball around now. Feeds it to Howard. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Powell dishes to Howard. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. Good.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
They get it back. Outside for Lowry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Lowry again missing.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Patterson. And so Toronto takes this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present DeMar DeRozan.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew,